Now friends, in case of a newer tax regime, or you can call it the concessional tax regime, see in this particular case there is a different slabs which has been provided, but this is optional basically. Okay, and once you have opted for these particular provisions, then you get this particular special slabs which is covered by these particular provisions. We call it as a newer tax regime. Here you have a surcharge, but the surcharge is maximum capped to 25%. This is in general with respect to this. However, there is also capping of the surcharge with respect to the specified types income. Okay, so here there is a overall maximum limit of the surcharge, plus there is a surcharge limit with respect to specified types income, which I have already explained it to you some time back. Okay, now see, and with this you have a rebate also that is provided to you in under 87A under the proviso here. Okay, if your 115 BSc category type income, if it is not exceed 700,000 rupees, basically this is 7 lakh of rupees. Okay, in that case you get 100% of such income tax, or the amount of 25,000, whichever is less. Okay, that is a cap of rebate with respect to 115 BSc. However, there is one marginal relief also provided under this particular clause that I will explain it to you. Okay, so now first of all, if your income is this figure in the special tax regime, okay, so in that case you will just consider the basic exemption slab 1, slab 2 and etc. Now here in this case, whether you are a senior citizen, okay, you are resident, non-resident, all that, for that everything is common. Okay, so here it is a simplified way of doing the computation. So you multiply and get the amount of the rebate. Okay, because your income here is subjected to a limit, you are not crossing the limit of 7 lakhs, so you are eligible for the rebate, and rebate the maximum limit is 25,000. So net tax liability will work out in the given situation as nil. Okay, however, if your income is a very high figure, okay, so in this particular case, because anyway you are crossing that limit of 7 lakhs and we are much more ahead, so that even that marginal relief and all that will not come into picture. So just all the slabs multiply, get the appropriate surcharge. Now here the surcharge, the maximum limit is 25%, so it is capped to 25%, and get the amount of the tax liability and the appropriate amount of the cess and get the figure. Okay, now see in the given situation you have special rate of 115 BSc, plus you have a special rate of 112A. Okay, so in this particular situation now your overall maximum surcharge will be capped to 25% because you are covered by 115 BSc provisions, and because this is a specified rate income, okay, this will have a maximum cap of 15%. So here you will have a surcharge calculation done in this particular manner. Okay, so overall maximum rate of the surcharge and surcharge with respect to specified types income, because there is a cap with respect to all types, and therefore the surcharge will be limited to that extent. Okay, now friends, there is one marginal relief which has been provided. Okay, that marginal relief is provided here, this particular clause. Now just imagine an example that normally up to 7 lakh of rupees, some very big amount of the rebate has already been given to you. But supposing if your income is crossing, say for example, by just 1 rupee, okay, so above 7 lakhs your additional income is only 1 rupee, but you will not get any rebate. Logically you will not get any rebate, and that's the reason you will have a very big tax consequence, okay, comparatively. So for that a marginal relief has been provided in this particular situation. Okay, understand the working, which is very simple. Thereafter I'll come to this technical interpretation of the rebate. Okay, so that is a marginal relief with respect to a rebate. Okay, now see, now my income is crossing how much? 7 lakh, but just marginally I am crossing. Okay, so my tax liability comes to 27,000 rupees. Okay, but how much is above 7 lakh? Logically above 7 lakhs is only 20,000 my income. Okay, so amount in excess of 7 lakh is 20,000. Okay, how much is the tax payable? Tax payable is 27,000 in my example. So is there a tax payable in excess of the 20,000? Yes. So this is a special marginal relief, the rebate which is provided by the law. So your net tax liability, that is logically, or this 20,000, what is above 7 lakh rupees, that you have to pay to the government on this particular situation. Okay, so see how this interpretation is given. When it exceed 700,000 rupees, basically 7 lakh of rupees, income tax payable on such income, that is in my example 27,000 rupees, exceeds the amount by which total income is in excess of 700,000 rupees. So this 27,000 rupees is more than whatever is the total income in excess of 700,000 rupees. Okay, so 27,000 in my example is more than 20,000 rupees. Okay, only then the rebate will be applicable. Okay, and the rebate is the amount by which the income tax payable on such total income is in excess of income tax payable, that is 27,000 rupees, is in excess of which total income exceeds 700,000 rupees. So that is 20,000. What is in excess of 700? So this is the rebate, the relief which is provided by the law. Okay. However, supposing if this is not in excess, that means if 27 is of course more than 20,000 in my example, but supposing if it is not, that means if you are having some very high amount of income, then you will not be crossing this particular limit. Okay, in that case you will not get this marginal relief. Keep that in mind. Okay, so see this second example. Okay, now supposing if your income is 8 lakh of rupees, so how much is in excess of 7 lakh is 1 lakh. Okay, now how much is the tax payable coming here? Some 35,000 rupees. Okay, so is 35,000 more than 1 lakh of rupees? No. See, 35 is not more than 1 lakh. So in that case, you will not get any rebate whatsoever. So in that case, your normal working, okay, your normal working of the tax liability which will have to be carried out is a special relief with respect to the rebate for 115 BAC types income to the assessee.